Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Borderlands 2. Let's continue. So we need to get to Sanctuary, we want to get to the vehicle, and contact Lieutenant Davis. And so we're going to run back to this vehicle and go to Sanctuary, where you're full on guns and still very much dealing with a lack of inventory space. I have $1,511, which seems like quite a bit, considering other factors. Is there a maximum amount of gold that I can have?
This is a message to Sanctuary, the last stronghold of the Resistance. Pandora as you knew it, the Chaos, the Bandits, that time has passed. If you let it, this could be an era of order, peace. Just turn yourselves in, and I promise, your deaths will be quick. Oh, you're right, Prince B. I was lying about the last fight, by the way. I'm gonna spend it. Try torturing you to death, scum to death.
So, while I'm shooting and listening to Handsome Jack, I'm kind of not having a good experience with either, as far as the audio. Okay. I also wanted to look at the map and see if I can just go forward. I think I can. Of course, right now I should be just focusing on getting back to Sanctuary and crashing into those. Seems to not be super helpful. Okay, so we go back to Sanctuary, we talk to this guy, see if he'll let us in this time.
Roland, is that you? Oh, it's the Vault Hunter. Get in quick! Roland's echo communicator went dead. We need your help.
So, go to Sanctuary. Of course, why not take the vehicle with us? Finally, we're at Sanctuary, which is good.
Made it to Banditville, huh? Well done. It'll be nice to see a friendly face when I'm burning that place to the ground. Oh, and I have decided that I will tell you my secret later on, once you've earned it.
So I need to deliver a power core over here because the shield, which is being powered by those pylons, is failing.
You're the one Commander Roland was talking about. The one who faced Jack and lived. Look, we need your help bad. But first things first, plug that power core into the shield generator.
There's several of these QR codes that have like little Easter eggs in them in the game. So we take out the power core, we put in the new power core, and it goes up, and the shield is powered. Good. And then talk to him. Not much of a mission. Interesting idea here, we can pick one gun or the other. One is 94, one is 73. I'll take
Good.
that.
That'll last us a day or two.
Which means I'm over encumbered
bring
now.
us some intel on how to stop Jack. With him missing, we really need your help. Talk to Private Jessup at the gate. He'll let you enter the city. Jessup! Stand up straight! We got a Vault Hunter headed your way!
So it's kind of weird, I think, to not put gloves on a character if you're going to cover their face the whole time. Let the player decide like what race or nationality they would be. I think in a lot of games, like Zero, he's wearing gloves and a mask, so you could say he's whoever and whatever you want him to be. And it's a real cheap and easy way to do something like that. Okay, to Sanctuary we go. There's probably something or other hidden around these areas.
Blitz! Look alive, everybody!
So
Hyperion Moonshot Blitz. Without that fresh core you brought, those lunar mortars would have punched right through the shield.
So they can attack directly from the sky, which is weird because you don't see Hyperion ever do this again. So that's kind of weird.
Let me get the gate for you.
Alright, I'll get the gate for me.
It's an honor. It's an honor to meet a Vault Hunter.
Meet the guard at the gate. Is this game glitched? It was. It was a little bit glitched, but it fixed itself.
Commander Roland never came back from his secret reconnaissance mission. He left very specific orders for this contingency, which you can help carry out. Go meet with the town mechanic.
Crap. I mean, darn. Roland needs your help. Without you, the Crimson Raiders don't stand a chance against Jack. Please find out where Roland's gone.
So she keeps watching her language, which is kind of weird. This is a very un-Borderlands-like gameplay element, though. Like, you're not going to join the Crimson... what were they? Crimson Alliance or Crimson Raiders? That's what they're called. You're not going to join them. You're not going to take missions directly from them for every single part of the game. You're not just going to be a subordinate. You are going to have more autonomy than that. And we're going to scooters. And we had already just hacked scooters. And here we just got a guy who's looking at an empty car.
Sanctuary. Built on the ruins of the Dahl Corporation's finest interplanetary mining ship. Now the last refuge for thieves, murderers, and outcasts. Welcome home.
You don't get it! Nobody gets it! Kiss me, make me whole! What? You're one of them, aren't you?
This guy's crazy. Does he have a name?
To meet you. Are you
No.
perhaps God?
So, this is an entire spaceship. They crashed from the Dahl Corporation, which gives you a city that you don't really have in Borderlands 1. There really is no city that's big. There's a couple small cities. These guys aren't going to say
None of us
anything.
are ex-Crimson Lands. Roland brought us here after the death of General Knox.
So, in the DLC, we killed General Knox. And Roland apparently was being pretty generous to not just kill all the Crimson Lands people.
Oh, crap. Is you Hyperion? I heard all of you were robots and you eat metal out the garbage and stuff. Knew you wired death machines would come for me once Roland went missing. Now, if you're here to kill me, you should probably know. You'll never take me alive, you robotic son of a bitch!
So we're reintroduced to Scooter.
Wait a minute. Huh? Well, hang me upside down from a telephone pole,
Cover me in honey and leave me to a slow death at the hands of hungry spider ants. You ain't no Hyperion robot. You're a vile hunter, huh? That's like a unicorn.
So we're reintroduced to Scooter. Good enough character, I suppose. When you start to look though at the texture, it's the number of polygons. The texture itself, maybe you could bring it up to 4K, 8K type resolutions, but when you start to see the number of bends and lack of curves in some of the elbow, like the elbow is a good example. That's just a triangle. That's not a rounded elbow. It starts to feel a little different, a little aged. Remember, we've got a lot of reason to open these things, even if we're not going to take anything. Apparently, he's working on just a random Here's a great example of an extremely low polygon car. There's just no angles on a lot of that. And I'm wasting time, so let's just speak to the town mechanic.
Now you gonna help us out with this Roland situation? I heard them Crimson Raider dudes talking about it. Roland told me if you ever disappeared, I was supposed to initiate Plan B, or as I like to call it, Plan Turn This City into a floating-ass fortress of airborne awesomeness. Haha, B. I got some fuel cells around here. You'll need those. Oh, and you'll need this iridium here too.
So they give you iridium for the first time, which is currency used to purchase upgrades at the black market. You found a bar of iridium. Iridium is one of the most sought-after commodities in Pandora. Since the opening of the vault, you can use it to buy character upgrades at the black market. And I think this is probably one of the worst elements of this game, is that you don't get character upgrades, like an upgrade on how much you can carry based on your level. You instead get it based on iridium. And even with 98 keys, I don't think I'm going to get piles of iridium or gold that I might get iridium from via slot machines in the casino area that is around here in Sanctuary. So there is a factor, I think, probably.
You're gonna need a third, which is why I gave you that here red rock. You can buy the last cell from Earl's black market. Careful though, Earl's crazy. He ate one of my cars once. Yeah, the whole car.
He ate the whole car with a fork. So Crazy Earl is another character that we saved in the first game, or worked with in the first game. Let's see, is there anything that is in my inventory that's not worth much? Let's see. The gearbox sniper gun. Alright, so we got fuel cells to install. We've got other things to do, and the best thing to do.
Bandits of Sanctuary! I hear a new vault hunter has arrived in your city, so just turn him into me and you'll be rewarded. Don't worry, nobody's gonna turn you in. You're our only hope of stopping Jack.
Where you've got a character named Daisy that seems like she'll play a role in some storyline later. We've got a Sanctuary citizen.
Sorry, if you're looking for some cash, I'm all out.
They've just got some people. I think there was a fan of Borderlands 1 that died in the production of the game, and they put him in here. I believe this is him, Marshall Friedman.
My boots are made from the finest stalker skin.
So they may have just put his name in there, or they may have gotten his voice in there. I could be wrong about that being the person. Here we have Mad Moxie has moved into this area. So in a weird way, they put Scooter, Crazy Earl, and Mad Moxie all in Sanctuary, on top of all 5 of the main characters from the first game. And I just cannot even go in here. Just a little glitchiness on the ground. Let's see. I'm looking for any vault symbols because I'm pretty sure there is going to be one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just blow your mind?
Uncover the history of Pandora.
This is a message to any Crimson Lance left on Pandora. General Knox is dead, and knowing the Lance, they'll more likely cut their losses and leave you here than send an extraction ship. So unless you want to starve to death out there, you got two options. One, you become bandits. Two, you join me in protecting the people of Sanctuary. I can offer you food, shelter, and the chance to fight for something real, something meaningful. A chance I know the Atlas Corporation never gave you. Roland, out.
So, here's another one of those QR codes. And Mad Moxie is a pizza delivery ability now too. One of the things to take from that is that her Underdome as an element is I guess slightly out of repair. I can play a piano. But most of these doors don't open. I can't turn off the music. Some of these are pretty bright.
How good to see you again. Thanks to the thorough drubbing you delivered upon Captain Flint, I was able to leave the Southern Shelf and get back to the business of finishing my almanac. Would you care to help me out?
So this guy's back. We'll talk to him and take his quests.
Things need to be shot, and by Jove, you're the one to shoot them. Bullymong. Rubbish name, isn't it? I'd like a better one before my almanac goes to print. Search some Bullymong bone piles, will you? I'll learn something about their diets and come up with a catchier name for the beasts.
So there's also an ability to tip, and there's an achievement for tipping like $10,000, so I'm just going to tip 1,000 right now.
Then he got clingy, and I dropped him like a bad habit, which, as it turns out, wasn't the best idea.
So apparently one of her husbands was Jack, handsome Jack.
I don't have any work, but that doesn't mean you can't stay.
And everybody loves Mad Moxie. She's still a favorite to cosplay as. So here is the slot machines that will give you guns, so right now is a terrible time to use it, but will also on very rare occasions give you iridium for upgrades. If I have a ridiculous amount of money to put into it, then it starts to make sense to have. You just threw a knife. Let's just stand right here.
Oh, you're really good at this.
Apparently I'm in the way. It's just going right through me. So yeah, we're getting there.
You don't know me.
Most of these are just called Sanctuary Citizens. And they're kind of just random voices and random lines of dialogue.
Ask me about my theories on handsome Jack.
I don't think I'll be able to top yours.
Who is this? Just a Sanctuary Citizen. No door you can't open. And here's Crazy Earl's hostel / black market.
Killed any skags lately? I should hope so.
Apparently I can't communicate right now with that though. Maybe that is because I have the wrong Sanctuary test quest on right now. Here's a bounty board.
This is a recorded message to any Crimson Raiders in the area. Sanctuary has been targeted by 4 Hyperion spies masquerading as bandits. They're hiding out in Three Horns. Find them, kill them, and see if you can figure out why they're here.
Great. So one more quest to do. We definitely want to grab as many quests as possible. And continue to grab bullets. Turn that off. Down this way, we have our gun salesman. Over here, we have a fast travel station and our golden key. So this is the default place that I imagine you start going forward. Right in front of this golden key loot box, which remember I have 98 of. Right next to this, where I don't think we've unlocked any skills, but it allows you to respec, and putting you relatively quickly.
None of you understand. You don't see the connections.
If you can hear this, and you're sane enough to understand what I'm saying, head to Sanctuary. I don't care what Jack has told you, or how well defended you think you are. The Hyperion army is coming to wipe you out. If you want to survive, you get a gun, you come to Sanctuary, and you join the Crimson Raiders.
Okay. So we've got an SMG, a couple of short guns. We've got also in the menu now 4 Iridium. Right now, I have 98 golden keys, and I'm level 7, which is pretty low. So, 1 golden key. Let's try a few. Confirm expenditure. Using this object will spend one of your golden keys. This cannot be undone. Are you sure you want to spend a gold key to use this object? And it's right on no. And I'm gonna say yes. And this is giving me something that is way higher than what I had. So let's start with this. This instead of this by far. And then we have a purple on this. I believe there's also an achievement for having like 4 purples equipped. I can, I suppose, do 6 items. So let's do it again. Like, no way are you supposed to have this much. Like, this is ridiculous. That this is total cheat. And so let's do 2 more and then evaluate. Let's see. Lobbed incendiary grenade and this. So I'm getting very consistently 2 items. Now, say I wanted to play this game a second time, then what do I do with that? If I did use the remaining 94 items on here, let's see. Let's go ahead and equip this and then compare this. That's trash, and that's trash, and that's trash, and that's trash. So this is the one that was equipped before. That's over 100 damage. Over 100 damage and over 200 blast radius and a 0 fuse time equipment change. Alright, so shotgun. Do I want to compare shotguns with any other shotguns I have. Not sure I even have any other shotguns. Nope. Okay. So this rifle now. Let's compare this with that and that. Okay, no sniper rifle, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and equip this, and then let's see what we want to. What do we want to swap it with? Burst fire when zoomed for a little less damage and one less bullet. I'll take that, and we'll get rid of that one. At this point, keeping Flint's tinderbox makes no sense whatsoever, and keeping a basic repeater makes no sense. We have a shotgun and an SMG, and like even the sniper gun doesn't make sense keeping, and this doesn't make any sense keeping just because it's a slag weapon. Like, the thing here is I'm not sure there's a way. I don't want this either. So I could keep pushing forward and try to get a better shield, but I'm not sure I really need to. And I want to see if there's maybe an inventory space. Let's see, now I'm at 2069, and none of these shields are going to beat what a golden key shield could give us. I kind of don't like that you're. There's one. I knew there was one somewhere around here. I don't like the concept of. Look, this is just a black wall. They didn't even animate a wall there. Yeah, of having to hold down the B button. And I saw that was an options thing I could change.
Could I have a refund, please? This gun doesn't seem to work.
I don't know. Looks like it works to me.
So we're introduced to Marcus, kind of the first character we saw in the first game, because he was driving the bus. And I think we probably should favorite while we're at it some of these. And
when you
what's he
think
got?
murder, think Marcus munitions. May it keep you safe in your travels.
And he's not even selling you rocket launcher bullets yet.
We're always open.
Lancemen, attention!
So we're doing this side
I only
quest.
have one question to ask of all of you. One question. Just a few years ago, we were enemies, but that time has passed. As glad as I am to see you all in Sanctuary, I know you wouldn't have come if you had any other option. I know how bad things are out there. I know how Jack's army has swept across this planet like a sandstorm, ripping apart everything in its way. When I joined the Crimson Lance years ago, they told me I'd be fighting to protect those who couldn't protect themselves. But you all know as well as I do, that was a lie. But this fight against Hyperion, it isn't. If we don't band together, if we can't protect this city from Jack's army, then we're done for. I am Roland, and I only have one question to ask. Are you with me?
So we can talk or shop. Let's talk.
Get over here. I got work. Hey, Vault Hunter! If you're gonna be a part of the Crimson Raiders, you better know how to use elemental weapons, don't you think? I've just got a crate of spanking new Malawan elemental weapons. Wanna help me test them out? I'll see you in the firing range. Let's try out the fire weapon first, huh?
So there's a tutorial where we're 5 hours into the gameplay.
Fire weapons are extremely effective against flesh, but they're crap at destroying shields.
Go to hell, bandits!
Now, burn that imperialist bastard like a skag steak.
Did you give me a mission weapon that I was supposed to use for that?
Aha! Fire and flesh. Quite a nasty combination. Now, how about a shielded target?
So this is another example of something that could have been done very much at the beginning of the game, so that up until this point you would have known what you were doing.
This Hyperion fascist thinks he's safe because he's got a shield.
This is a level 7 cheapskate.
It's only a matter of time until Jack burns this city to the ground, you resistant scum!
Take that, Jack lover. A few good hits.
See, notice that only took his shield down. It didn't really do any damage to him. So lightning's good for shielded characters, which we certainly fought mostly shielded characters in the first game, except for animals. And corrosive typically worked well, even if they were shielded.
Armored targets like these damned Hyperion robots can take a lot
So level 9 competitor.
Unless you've got a corrosive weapon.
Weapons may only be sold by Hyperion representatives. All non-Hyperion arms dealers will be forcibly relocated to Jackville.
See how the acid eats through the metal? I must confess, I love corrosive weapons.
I think corrosive weapons generally are the best too. Slag.
Now let's try out these new slag weapons.
These
slag
are new.
is a bit more complex. If you slag your enemy,
I think there might have been a
non-slag
freezing
damage
ice
will
weapon
hurt
before.
even more. Here, slag this chump.
So you slag him.
Now that he's slagged, he should be easy enough to finish off. Switch to another weapon and hit him again. Great! The weapons work, and you're ready to take on Handsome Jack. Now, let's talk about your payment.
So,
if you want to purchase any
more experience.
elemental weapons like these, you could always buy some from your friendly neighborhood arms dealer.
So here's an interesting thought. We've got this target practice dummy that when I walk out of the area, you're using your bullets, by the way, to do that.
Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead.
We have one more experience level, so we'll just keep on pushing. That we have one badass token that we can, I guess, shield recharge delay is still what we ideally want to fix. And then go ahead and equip, nope, go ahead and just equip that. That was slightly odd. I got a bunch of mods to sell. I can shop with them too. And not sure I particularly would want to buy anything. We've got this sniper rifle with fire that deals bonus elemental damage. Let's buy it. So getting badass points in particular doesn't immediately translate into having the ability to I like this gun already, I can tell. So now I'm level 8. Theoretically, I could go buy a whole new set of level 8 guns that would be purple. I believe there might even be a golden above that that we could try and do. But right now, we also have enough gold to do a little bit of gambling. See, we have... See, these iridium bars are kind of the most difficult thing in the game to collect. And you have to be a little careful because you want to actually pick up the guns. Oh, and by the way, you can take damage if you get 3 psychos, but your shield should be fine for that. And just pick up a bunch of guns until you're full. I don't think anything that stops it. There we go, some more iridium. So I just doubled the amount of iridium I have. Which works nice, particularly if I can get to the back alley dealership and decide to let's see, trash that, and let's just go ahead and trash that, and let's, if I can upgrade my backpack more.
Mine.
I don't think we need that or that. And that. Excellent. Purple rain challenge has already been done. Let's see, this and full. So quickly, I don't want to lose anything, so I'm just gonna drop some unimportant item and take that. And let's run over here. And I could kind of do that all day. Compare this gun, trash, trash. And then compare this gun. This has a bigger magazine, but it does less damage. This one has a bigger zoom but it takes more shots, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. And see, this one does 131 damage on fire sniper. And this one only does 60, so I'll sell that too.
Buy from me if you want to live.
Ideally, I'd like a shield upgrade, and maybe you can't get shield upgrades. Let's also sell this one and this one.
Please insert any donated organs in.
And that puts us back up to having 1400. So I could continuously go in cycles and gamble towards the... This is like the control of Sanctuary, I believe. I could just gamble towards the path of having having as much iridium as possible, and I think eventually I'll just get all the upgrades. But if I could speed up that process and have all the upgrades at level 10 versus having all the upgrades at level 30 until the new Game Plus happens, that'd be good. So here's Axton, for who I believe is the character in this game who is the military guy. Here's Maya, who she is worth a lot more being a Siren. Here's Salvador. He's worth apparently more than Axton. And here's me, who's worth 32 million. Interesting.
Enjoy your propaganda.
And now for the latest edition of This Just In with Hunter Hellquist.
Get your new edition of This Just In.
This is
now
Hunter
with
Hellquist,
200% more
Hyperion
libel.
Truth Broadcasting. The bandit city of Sanctuary has been all but destroyed by internal struggle and the might of
So
Hyperion's
it's propaganda
noble forces.
news.
Handsome Jack's heartfelt pleas to the bandit
It's not a very
population
nice
have done
building
nothing
that they
to
have
stem the
this
tide of
Pierce
death,
station.
murder and corruption
They could have done
that tears
something better.
Sanctuary down from within. With any luck, the last bastion of bandit resistance will be but cinders and rubble before the year is out.
Here's Dr. Zed, who I imagine he'll also have a job for us. And these mailboxes.
I'm starving. I want to eat your babies.
Son, this might sting a bit.
So everybody from the first game is kind of in this area. Which means Sanctuary is going to be your central point, obviously. And we're going to come back and back to this area. But it is also a way in which they kind of just say, yes, these characters will be back, but no, we're not going to make a big deal about it. And have them as this random assortment of, this must be something you collect in a mission. You're not going to run into one character far in one area and one character in another area. And arguably, I think maybe you'd be better off if they had separated them and not had them all in the same area. Let's talk to him.
No new jobs for you, sorry.
And we can shop from them, and shields improvements would be nice. But I'm looking for something. I guess I could also, let's see, put this poor guy out of his misery. Nope, he won't actually die. We also have over here there's a gun just out of nowhere. We have this guy banging on the door.
So, Vault Hunter, are you the hero, or are you just the best at killing people?
So over here we have Claptrap.
Where have you been? I was going to show you the shortcut to Sanctuary, but you wandered off. I also can't help but note a considerable lack of welcome back hot trap decorations. Oh well, I'm sure they just haven't finished setting them up yet. Let me know when you're done with that job.
So Claptrap will also give us some jobs, but nobody likes Claptrap, so he's hidden back in this section. I always felt it was a little weird that there's this part of the map that kind of just ends abruptly. I kind of wish that Sanctuary itself had several exits, and there's not a ton of stuff here. It's not a lot of secrets or other elements. Guess they did a good job of putting the guy banging on the wall in a less central location. Alright, what are we trying to do right now? We're trying to go this way, which will introduce us to the main players of the game, of the first game. Really shouldn't be doing this 5 hours into the gameplay though. This should have been happening. Yeah, the main characters of the game are back behind this door, and I guess maybe we can't open it right now. Again, feels more like something that you should have run into a lot quicker.
Later, Vault Hunter.
And the weird thing is now we kind of know that anytime we pick up anything, it's gotta be purple or better. So we lift this hatch, we place in this.
Roland said we gotta have an exit strategy just in case he ever disappeared, hence all the fuel cells and whatnot. Bummer though. He really wanted to meet you. Raiders ain't gonna last without some new blood, and given how you shot them bandits up, I'd say you and Blood got an extra special relationship. Like cousins taking a bath together.
And so I think I come over here, and I'm gonna put one in this one. So one assumes that there was either a shield or an entire, like, spaceship over this. Install the third one, or buy something from Crazy Earl. Let's go buy something from Crazy Earl.
What you want? Just buy something and I'll toss in this crap fuel cell. Just touching it made two of my fingers right off. I only accept iridium. Cash is for clowns, boy.
So, backpack upgrade.
What a sucker.
And then the next backpack upgrade would be 8. So we don't have that yet. So let's do this. It's gonna take a little bit of grinding, but
you know where
the black market sells permanent character upgrades, but only acceptable iridium accepts iridium as payment. Earn more iridium by doing missions or finding it from enemies or treasure chests. And so now we can have 15 items, and we know what to do. We've got about 12 minutes in this recording left, and I think we do this. I think probably even there's a chance that next recording it's going to be a lot of gambling and filling up our iridium in our inventory. And use the golden keys as much as possible. And also, while I'm doing this, you can see I'm also accomplishing several things that are giving me badass points. And that should be the last spin. Alright. So we come over here and we buy that, and next one we need 12, and then we run over here and we have to look at all the inventory. So we'll just compare this. Do we have anything? I don't even have that many guns, do we? Alright, is this gun somehow better than this gun? No, sell that. Is this better than... Let's see, compare that. Probably don't need to compare things, actually. Is this SMG going to make any sense. No.
Buy from me if you want to live.
Alright. So skin was unlocked. I have 16 here. If I'm gonna get 2 each, that means use 8 more keys. And I suppose this means you could have just continuously done this throughout the year. This is totally designed to make you want to keep on playing the game. Let's see. Maybe I shouldn't fill up my inventory that much because I kind of just need gold. None of them were what I thought they were going to be. A little bit faster. No. 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 Let's see. SMG fire weapon versus a sniper fire weapon. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of the sniper fire weapon and take this SMG fire weapon. And actually take that SMG fire weapon and get rid of this one. I don't want to get too crazy here, though, because
Hope you've had your shots.
if I use all of my golden keys right now, when I come back here and I'm at level 30, I won't have too much of an opportunity to do that. And I don't think you really pick up golden keys. I don't think you get them really throughout playing the game. I'm gonna need to win either a bigger payout of iridium, or I'm going to have to win a lot. 777 gets you skins, apparently, so that's cool and all. And we'll use that, but that's not really what my goal here is. In the end, this is diminishing returns. But it's a good move to move you out. But I mean, how can I make a recommendation for somebody to spend a year with Borderlands 2 installed on your computer and not playing it just so that you can follow Gearbox and Borderlands on Facebook and Twitter so that you can get 100 golden keys. There's some iridium. Like, that's not a realistic experience. And so now we are very much getting away from a realistic experience because I'm able to gamble here. And I think we can just on the price trash everything. And these guns that I'm collecting are about half the price of a spin. Let's see. couple more spins in me. Oh, I'm out. So, what's more valuable? Having more of a backpack, or having any kind of other upgrades? Like, I think probably we need, let's see, we need 8 more iridium, and I think having a backpack upgraded to the maximum at the beginning of the game helps way more than having more bullets. Having more bullets is great, and will have an attempt at a regular gameplay experience around that. But for the moment, I definitely want a full backpack. Come on, play. I'm not out of money. That's apparently not hitting these switches very well. You have to rather accurately hit the lever. Come on, iridium, 3 iridium. And mostly this is just time management. So yeah, maybe I will just use all 100 golden keys at this earliest possible point. I'm out of money again. There's nothing, as far as I understand it, that changes your chances. And it would be nice if 1 golden key just did give me a pile of iridium. Just sell this, 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 and anytime I get a skin, I guess I sell it now. There's an already unlocked instance.
Who needs a medical license when you got style?
And so my money is now diminished. And how are we on the badass points? We've got 9 tokens. So, shield capacity, gun damage, reload speed, let's see, I think reload speed, sure, why not? Let's see, gun accuracy or maximum health? Maximum health, sure. And shield recharge rate. And critical hit damage. And let's see, fire rate. And gun accuracy. So we're getting little percentage bumps on everything. And we'll get 2 each time we have 16, so we could do 9 more keys. And sure, these will be great level 8 weapons, it's just they're not really what I want. That's interesting how that extra stabilizing butt messed with the animation there. And it doesn't seem like you ever get a golden one, but I'm pretty sure you do get a golden one eventually. So now we're down to 81. Let's go down to 80.
Well, well.
Okay. And then we have to actually start comparing these guns. Sell that. Let's see. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. These guns aren't drastically changing in their stats. Sell that one. Sell that one. That one. That one. Now let's compare this. A slight magazine size difference. Well, quite a big magazine difference. But burning. You know, I think I will equip that one. And then sell that one. And sell that one. And then sell that one. And so we're still keeping this one slagged item. Okay, run over here. I might be wrong here. That gives me 4,097 gold. And we're continuing down the process of getting quests done. Double cherries. And it's been an hour. We didn't move too far, really. We're still in the quest of Plan B. But pretty much all of next recording is going to be built around this. We're not getting any experience, so I don't see any reason why we'd get a level up, but we are slowly finishing out a lot of things that were built around picking up guns, selling guns. It's just going to be a lot of grinding, and the reason we want to keep on grinding is it's not really too much actually to get a full backpack, because I think at this level, backpack by 3, you're at a level blue. I think maybe there's one that goes up to a price of 24 iridium, maybe 36 iridium, and then that's kind of it. So it will eventually just be sold out, and I'll have as much of a backpack upgrade as I can have, and in the end that is still only going to have our backpack in a position where it only holds maybe 30 guns. On the other hand, as long as we're not too crazy, we may not need to carry guns anymore. We effectively have an infinite amount of money with the golden keys cheat, so this is really just a attempt to make gameplay a little less frustrating, and for 5 hours now it has been very, very frustrating. The great thing about shift codes too is if they haven't expired, they work for everybody. It's not a code that's like first come, first serve. So many people put Steam codes on Twitter and then bots steal the Steam codes, and there's no chance that a human being would ever collect them or redeem them. And since that's a single person having the opportunity to play the game, it doesn't reward the vast majority of the people that follow you on Twitter. The shift codes as an idea being something that is owned by Gearbox, they don't have to get approved by Valve or Microsoft or PlayStation to send out a shift code. It works on, I think, all of their games. They can just tweet out a code and say, everybody, we want everybody to play our game. Here's a code that will give you, as we've seen, 2 purple guns, 2 new guns to give you something to at least look at, give you a reason to have that game still installed. It's still a very big ask, though, that makes somebody always have Borderlands 2 installed, particularly if you've already played the game and you're done with it. Obviously, too, I suppose, if I had waited till I was at level 30 and used the golden keys, I'd probably be getting guns that are worth 10,000 each, and so 1 golden key might equate to a lot more spins of the jackpot wheel. However, that would mean I'd have to wait till I'm level 30, and I don't want to wait. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.